if Liquid managed to get this map, this could be such a sick final.
You could not have asked for a better final here. Dark Horses for sure. Liquid have got their work cut out. Fnatic have looked faultless throughout this run, and now their final challenger. Best of 5.
Man, this is just all. It's going to be the complete reverse, really. It's going to be all about who can win the attack rounds.
He's got to be careful with the paint shell following through. Get the TP away from it. Fnatic applying a little bit of pressure though.
It's going to be a weird one.
No scrambled rotation coming through just yet, and a fair bit of utility burns up actually. Oh, Redguard actually greets them here. Boaster and Durka.
Good omen flash on top of this as well.
What do you do if you're Leo? You're trying to keep your life more than anything, and you've been overwhelmed. Trade for Alpha, but by now they're left in tatters, just down to Chronicle and him. And keep in mind, Chronicle's on the other side of the map, so unless
Chat, you want the... I can turn this up slightly.
This is looking wrapped up in round 1, but again...
Let me put this here and hopefully it's a bit better.
Cook a little here. How much space can he take? The pause is enough to at least keep them guessing here. You can already see Soulcast.
He's conscious, but I don't think he's well. Maybe actually here coming back through to clear heaven. Oh,
but he's
better of him though.
Oh
yeah,
no,
okay,
this is actually is very much on.
He didn't take any damage.
Yeah, it felt like they left A way too early. I don't know what the comms were like, but a bit of an over rotate. Mate, yeah, this is a 2v4, and it's one of those ones where you're looking at it and you kind of feel pretty confident. Big thing is a boombot and a nade for retake. 1 molly for Chronicle.
Actually giving away his position, I think, slightly. Chronicle's going to have heard that.
Yeah, going to pop the wall. Back on up, look for maybe a fair fight. And it looks like Yampi's the target! A clean pick for Chronicle. Oh, the second! Chronicle, beautiful work!
Still got the snakebite to stall as well, Lauren. The time is ticking away for safe.
Only down to that paint shell now. Boombot used, going to post it and hope for the best.
Yeah, nicely done from Fnatic. It's the dude. That is the Fnatic classic. It really is. It is just 2 of them surviving. 2vx Fnatic. They just win the most of them out of every team, I swear. 2v4. What we saying? Over rotated from A too early. Feels like it.
So dicey for Soulcast. At the timing here on Yampy, I think he's expecting it to fully reset, but like I said, Redguard being down to 8 HP, giving away his position as well, sets up Chronicle for success here.
So they would have liked that start. Let's see how much, they can rack up. Doing the classic, doing the classic Boaster, dropping Durka, the Marshall, let him farm.
A little bit of pandemonium, but really to
oh man, he's gonna farm.
I think Redguard just got spotted too. Yeah, that's being sent. Have fun, catch that. Any damage? No, Durka's gonna get it. Paintshot did find. That's about it so far.
Did alright damage to Leo. Oh, I was gonna say, I almost cast it there because. Okay, now if they get a kill, it's pretty huge. That's the Marshall and the Stinger down. If they can get one of these rifles, it's a big win into this.
3 rifles actually in the hands of Fnatic. A little bit of space or time left in this rotation as well. Yampy's going to have to give his position away slightly by dealing with the door. What can they get done here, Lauren?
Spike planted.
This is tricky with so little kit on them. And the big issue is it's all the rifles left, right? A little bit of chip damage, but Alpha now notes.
They should know. They should know that they should go for it. Everyone knows the Fnatic buy.
No, yeah,
I want to see both of them just go for it.
Very patiently in this post plant. Super keen, not allowing
you can take a rifle off of them. I think the percentage of that is bigger than just giving them an orb.
Not a fun post plant to try and handle.
Absolutely not. I think Safe just probably trying to bait somebody in, but with 3 rifles, Fnatic shouldn't overstep the mark here. Just want to see them falling back now. Yeah, with the gravity well. Maybe somebody just looking for one more orb towards something again. Chronicle within touching distance.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been very hard for him to get a kill, so we can't be too angry. Alright, now we get the first buy. It's the classic Fnatic. It's a decent.
Coming to this to start on Lotus, I had some real concerns. I had this on the desk yesterday, and I think if we keep ourselves in the correct mindset, yes, there was a big comeback there, but the way that Liquid have adapted to this Killjoy composition, I still have lots of questions. I think Fnatic are the kryptonite to that. They're the ones to almost exploit it because there's a massive overinvestment from both of the, I don't want to say dedicated anchors.
We see all the rifles here.
Anchors in the form of Yampy and Nats.
It's really good. It's Chronicle. Might take a bit of a hit next round. We'll see. 1-9 loss bonus on this is not going to be nice.
I mean, time and time again, it was just that death ball approach.
This makes a lot of sense. It's a good approach from Liquid. Again, the comp that we have here, both comps, don't have flashes, so it's very hard for them to get through these 3 choke points. So a lot of the time, the most common game plan against Fnatic is to go aggro. And Fnatic, all the time as well, will normally default here and here, and then they wait out the 45 seconds here, right? Because it's 15 seconds for one, 30 seconds for the 2, and then obviously the other one's regenerated by them. That's a nice way of dealing with that. That's just smoker down as well. That's huge. So they know once it gets to kind of this mark that this smoke's going to go down and the A is clear. So again, it's crazy that Fnatic have not been punished with this comp, because it is clockwork. What the hell is that?
Incredible work from Redgar.
Why is this pause just unbelievable though?
Already here, so all of those opportunities for Leo have dwindled.
30 seconds left.
Might even get caught here by Nats. He seems to be aware.
People always get so much from this pause.
Take too much damage. 90 HP. Got 3 left to find. 20 seconds left on the clock. Not seeming
so yeah, what we'll keep an eye on is Chronicles buy. 1-9 on top of this. So everyone can buy fine. Chronicle is going to take a hit, but I imagine Boast is going to take the hit and drop a gun, so we'll see 2-7 for him. Damn, let's see this again.
Perfect placement on the tracers. Boaster just coming forward to try and remove some utility.
I'm telling you, that pause there is just unreal. You always get you always get more than you should there.
Play contact on a site or catch potentially a mid-round audible towards B. There's been a few times where it's spread very thin and it's there's no contact play on the back of it. At least here, I'm seeing the same setup once again.
And who would have guessed? Similar thing. Aggro over towards A.
This is
default over towards here or here. And this time, we're blasting all the way through. We have no smoke here.
But let's see if they can break that back of the site. Lotus taking a lot of chip on the way down to 48, but did have at least a shot towards CT. No one seemed to respect it or even look his way. So it's Durka to deliver, takes down Soulcast, but Yampi answers right on back in. 2 big kills found, and they can push back towards the site if they want to.
And they keep losing boosters, so it's a nightmare. That's great, Boombot. Okay, now I need to look at Chronicle, because Chronicle's taking a lot of space while this has gone on. And he's here very early, especially with this plant. They're going to heavy focus and think that this guy is not planting unless he has cover. So Chronicle is the one.
They've lost the timing now on the site.
Fnatic might actually lose a 2v4. Who would have thought? Nicely done from Nats being on top of this.
He's reading it perfectly here. Yeah, lovely work from Nats.
Back-to-back buy rounds, really good. When are Fnatic going to try and force out over towards A? Or are they just fine doing the are they fine doing the long con and just waiting? Also, do they this smoke that Nats is doing like here, the one up here? I wonder if they can use that against them and kind of walk down back lane. I imagine they're the 2 things that Boaster's going to be talking about. We've also seen 2 over-rotates at the moment. The old teammates, bit of rivalry. I mean, there is literally a rivalry in this one. You got Safe, Leo, Boaster, and Soulcast are like the only ones remaining from the original lineups at the beginning. You got Durka and Yampi, the Finnish brothers competing for the best. Both used to go to the same school.
Bit and the Nightfall, but with the weaponry here, doubting the investment.
Chronicle, yeah, Chronicle. That's true. Chronicle and Nats, and I guess or Redgar and Nats, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah, back rubble. Well, does that land top actually?
If it lands top, that's very nice.
Okay, so late take out. They want to try and force through this one way. That's really bold. What's their timing like on it? Not good enough. Nice nade. This is a very nice nade from Safe. They see the molly coming in and they want to punish this and just make sure when they're re-smoking the one way that they can't get out. So this has been very nice from Liquid at the moment. It looks like, because what is this? The third time they played Liquid? The third time they played Fnatic on Lotus. It feels like they're very highly prepped into it. That's outrageous.
That's nasty. Quick clear towards the door and notes no one off the back of it, so they should be able to get a free plant. Boaster opens up an avenue to close around this side, trying to defend this plant.
It's gone down on B though. This is huge for Fnatic.
Yeah, this is a hard retake.
4v4, and they've got the showstopper to play inside it.
Damn. Redgar's getting away with some duels here. He seems like he's surviving for a long time in some of these duels. That's twice now.
If he can, but Nats needs to brave what's in front of him. Walk in the pit. Soulcast does find his target.
Does he?
Nah,
not a chance he wants to ult anymore, right?
Still standing.
Ooh, buy time with it? Yeah, it actually wins it. I was thinking there was no chance with 5 HP, but obviously they're just spamming him, so they actually have no idea what HP he's on.
I guess they burned through a lot.
This was a close round. This was all down to Durka surviving on 5 HP. You get a little bit of a spam there. It's a 1v2.
This is for Fnatic to get back.
Not bad at all. Liquid have fine money. They're okay. This was a good round for Fnatic to win money-wise, though. That's how it all started. Wait, where the hell are those bullets going? What the hell?
But like I said, that kill comes on B, where Yampi's committing to an engagement ahead of his user.
How many people did I call chat at the wedding? No one. Actually, managed to avoid it fully, which is great. So I did great. Okay, forcing out over towards A. This is what we were talking about. This was what's going to happen. Safe wins that one. And they're doing a good job of shutting this down. We'll look at the money. Where are we at? Everyone can buy again. 2-4.
I can't remember the last time we saw one of them, actually. Was it overtime or something? A lock-in.
Oh dear. Chronicle's gone down. Another smoke cycled in. And the support system different this time.
Oh,
it was safe before. This time it was Soulcast and actually Leo finding both of them. Big win on one of the extremities.
What is this? 2v5. Is this a 2v5, technically? Why am I nervous for this one? Alpha has his ult. So does Yampy. So does Safe. It's pretty big round. Leo's low money, Alpha's low money.
Might just look to close this one out. Leo down to 45 HP though, so will be noted here at least with the reveal.
And there it is, felt the pressure.
He's locked in with the C's. Can't actually close the gap.
Yep. Fnatic just having to respect this, but time is starting to run low. Does go in, doesn't get what he wants. So second attempt now.
Here's a boombot as well to get info.
From Leo there to draw that out. Safe just running through the utility basically. Satchel.
Oh
actually kind of dropped the ball.
Oh no.
Leo gets given a free pass.
I mean, Alpha's got a lockdown. Yampy does as well, but I was talking about the investment potentially. If Yampy finds something on the flank here, it could fall apart for Fnatic.
Let's see how close he gets. Leo, did he spot him there? Yeah, I'm not sure if he did. He had no idea.
His teammate must be able to.
And now Leo's just
love that. Teammate comes in.
He goes down.
3 seconds. Man, 2v5 into a 1v2 for Alpha, and he wins it. That's a 2v4 in pistol. That's a 2v5 here.
Yeah, Liquid have to pump the brakes because that's 2 rounds now that Fnatic have no right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're the kings of it. It must be incredible being on this team. Like, it must actually be incredible. When there's 2 of you left, you're still like, damn, we have a really good chance of winning the round still.
Safe because of the utility and didn't even double check. Just threw out that blast pack and hope for the best.
I mean, they bait with the door once again to make we're running away from the showstopper, by the way. But another fumble in my eyes.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it was a fumble.
It's like a haunt Liquid. It's not a pleasant feeling to lose the pistol like that.
Well,
and then this.
Even just jump ahead of you there. You lose the last round of Thrifty, and then you lose another 2v3. Potentially a 2v4. I'm not even sure what the head count was initially, but Dirk is dead off the rip for free. Like I said, the spacing seemed slightly off, whether or not this was a read on Fnatic's side to say, yeah, we're not feeling too much pressure outside rubble, let's contest it here, but
yeah, and they gotta be feeling happy.
In terms of the approach in the early round from Fnatic,
and the thing is, like, their whole game plan is pretty good. Like, their whole game plan right now is good. It's just the once they get the initial kills, and it's in the when they have the man advantage, then Liquid get a little bit loose. Like, sometimes you gotta just accept it and get out there. Like this peak extra here when these 2 are here didn't need to happen. Could have one-wayed, could have TP'd out. That's why this wall's really good, right? You can TP behind the wall from here. Oh man, he nearly catches him. Soulcast 50 HP as well. Okay, this one is really important and makes sense for the pause because impact in terms of this one's big. We got 3 ults. And both has his. Dot Lucci, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it with the prime 4 months in the Stock Club as well. Thank you very much, dude.
Yampy has actually switched up. I mean, you see Nats Now anchoring towards tree and Redguard to hold down the fort on C.
Much different look.
Yeah, Liquid looking to absorb this A site hit, to be honest with you.
Safe. Now on red alert.
Does he want a nade back?
A lot of utility, but towards him here.
You definitely don't want to stay where when
Yes,
Fnatic
he
have
does.
an
But
opening.
gets a cheeky dink in there fast. Oh my goodness. Soulcast ults in it. That's dude. Did that hit 3? I think it hit 3, maybe 2. A lot of info. They just want to fight this. Okay, we go down into another one.
And again, we'll
It's
see
a 3v4. Polvi, what's up as well, dude? Polvi, thank you.
Off that A hit well.
It was only 1 because of the siege chat, so good. Sorry, it was actually 1 because of the ult, I'm pretty sure. Ult or siege, I didn't fully see. Polvi, hope you're doing well, mate. Thanks so much for that. Half a year as well, dude.
Got the ult now as well.
And that confirms it, yeah. No one's nearby. Yeah, lockdown, sure, but they're already looking for that fight deeper. Alpha.
Man, I don't like this ult. I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't achieve much.
Doesn't actually clear sight, and Fnatic have taken the space towards spawn. Yampy on the flank here, but Liquid are very split on this approach.
Soulcast a little bit of utility, but again, he's got a challenge straight away. Does he want to try and use it there? He might need to now, because Yampy needs that support. Starting to take those first couple of steps, but down to a 2v2.
Yeah, love the turret. Oh, that's unfortunate.
You can see the instant sitting deeper here.
That's so
unfortunate. Given the no quarter in this, Yampy might be able to close the gap, but time is starting to
the
tick
molly
away from
insta
him.
takes it down.
Turret finds contact. He looks towards second piece. Perfect read from Alpha.
Big
Overwhelmed by
1-on-1.
Yampy, and now Leo needs to play the clock. There's that utility. It reveals nothing. It doesn't give him away. This is what he needed, and the fight happens. And
So,
Fnatic
are we
flip it
counting?
again.
It's a 2v4. It's a 2v3. Sorry,
Wow.
2v4, 2v5, and a
I
3v5.
mean, I was talking about this briefly on the desk. The overcommitment to some engagements in the late round on the defense from Liquid have been their demise.
They are
repeatedly.
letting this one slip.
Again, the ultimate here just clears so much space for Alpha to get ahead of the rotation, catch the timing, maybe then take advantage of the match being split as well.
And that was the important round that we were talking about in terms of their econ goes down low.
By Liquid so often, even though it looks really precarious, right? But they come away with an advantage situation. They deal with the initial work, whatever it may be. But the amount of times Fnatic
How many times have they been doing this wall? I saw it in one of the replays earlier.
To play and watch. Soulcast, the only one with the rifle.
I guess it's
Guardian out for Yampy,
like I like it if you're playing close and you can get out easier. It's nice to fight behind.
Methodically taken up towards
But
that
it just makes this pause unreal.
Soulcast this time sitting a little deeper, being a bit more cautious now that Odin's come out to play.
Only got Sheriff.
It's a shame because Liquid have changed up their game plan of going aggro A at the beginning. And I don't think that's what needed changing. It was just the fact that in the number disadvantage, like in the number advantage, they were just taking too many risky peaks. To be honest, that's it. So I think they've given Fnatic a window.
Actually snapped to Soulcast too. Nats come off it. Finding two massive
Wait, there's no one covering this.
Safe, trying to get a little proactive on this. Keep on their toes. Spikes on the run towards C. They want none of that sort of messiness that was happening. Don't allow an opportunity.
Double dinks with the ghost, good damage, but again, they need some rounds here. But yeah, like I'm saying, I think they had the perfect game plan. It felt like Fnatic was struggling. They're getting the fast kills, that's what it's all about, but they just weren't converting the kind of late rounds when they had the advantage. It was more just like fundamental errors than anything else. So yeah, now I think that they've fallen back to, in my opinion, a game plan that doesn't work as well against this comp. In my personal opinion, you give Fnatic too much space with what they're doing now. So I think Fnatic should be good to put up an alright score. Unless Liquid go back to the old game plan of playing aggro A, but we'll see.
Starting to realize the pace is dropping. No one's giving
What maps were banned? Pearl and then Split from Fnatic.
Taking one down. No more to be had. There it is. Okay, so try to chip away at the economy in the end. That was the only real option. As said, that post plan was pretty much wrapped by the time they had all that utility just bedded over it. It got a little messy, sure,
Aziza
but
said it was good, dude. Thanks for asking.
No, and just to note as well, since we've had this adjustment of
not bad damage. It keeps the economy low. Not bad at all from Nats.
Connector here behind the broken door, especially once that Odin comes in for Chronicle.
Wanker and Fnatic ban 2 maps. That's what the advantage from coming from the upper bracket is. So you win the upper final, you come from the upper bracket, you get both bans. Same as Loud tonight for the Loud NRG game. They have they can ban 2 maps. Dude, the Odin offs are so wild. Look at them. What is this game? Oh man, this game is, what will this game become eventually? I dread to think.
The alarm box protecting a lurk through A, and we've still got 3 players there. There's nothing to take contact in B other than the turret.
Yeah, and it just doesn't make sense to just give them this much space in my mind. They have so much space. They give them space here, and then they have to rotate more towards A, and then they give them B for free because of that.
Couldn't ask for much more here. Yampi, just as useful as a chocolate teapot in this. What was he meant to do?
Alpha's going to be able to late ult this as well. It's up to these two to win the duels. If Bosa gets one here, it did great.
What can say from Redguard do?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
0 between the turret and Boaster.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, he gets 2 with the help of Timmy. Oh man, and because of that duel, because of that duel, he doesn't have to use the Killjoy ult anymore as well. So it's like gone really bad for Liquid.
Wherever it is, but this fold back in towards B has been working so well. Yes, they deny Chronicle. It's not the end of the world really at this point. Liquid need a round.
Mate, what is with the turret getting so many kills this season?
Lotus game has been retakes. They sit at about 22% success
It's non-stop.
They need to stop the spike from going down.
They keep stealing them.
Pressure on the extremities.
How do you beat Fnatic? You do the same, if at least on this map, you do the same that they were doing at the beginning. Liquid, they have the best game plan against this comp. It was looking pretty good. They just lost a 2v4 and a 2v5, and then they timed out, and then they overfought it, so they changed their game plan, and then now it's been relatively easy for Fnatic because they get out of the choke point. This is looking better, looking like Liquid might actually force them to go back here.
Over towards B, but it's pressure. And now let's see if they can deal with it. Big reveal there, big paranoia.
Much better. This has to happen. Literally has to happen every single round. Otherwise, you're gonna just lose maps. So I like that a lot. Now we go back to the original and we go aggro over towards
now we can see if they can adjust in time. Can they keep toe to toe with what Fnatic are doing?
That's a semi-committed position here.
Nats has his ult if he wants to. Alpha has his ult as well, so that's pretty much why he's not used his ult yet in terms of Nats. Because he knows most likely if he ults here, Killjoy's going to ult, and then his ult's just nullified. Chronicle with a plant will have ult.
I'm conscious of a setup actually that catches the top left corner of this.
Do they have anything for here? Do they have anything for the corner where Nats is?
Nothing to make him have issue yet. The site wasn't fully taken until now, so the cross gets punished. Boaster and Chronicle lazily strolling on up, and they get caught on the way. Nats not checked.
Why
I mean, the stun was actually put in this corner,
okay,
but
we'll ignore it. 2v5.
Nats can just step out of the way.
2v5. Let's not be too confident yet.
Just being left on the side there makes it so difficult. They're gonna have to try and find a different way. Double stack on both parts of this site, basically. 2 towards CT, 2 towards connector, and 1 slowly creeping around. That's gonna be Redguard. And yeah, a little bit of damage, okay, but Leo's going to need to pull off what?
Okay, nicely done from Liquid. Definitely felt like a miscommunication from Fnatic. There should either be a smoke, and again, I've seen Fnatic do both. I've seen them have like a molly or a nade for this corner before. I've seen them smoke it off before as well. So yeah, they had an Astra stun, but as we can see, it felt like the timing was a bit off. Yeah, the timing was really bad there. Yeah, but both of them knows that. You can tell after that.
Yeah, a little bit off kilter there.
Revocate, what's up, dude? Revocate, thank you so much. Oh man, every single time he gets one, and they go back over towards A and they don't punish it this time. Chad, did Redguard use his Omen Flash? Was anyone watching? Did Redguard use his Omen Flash here or not?
A little ambitious here, mate. Leo.
No, yeah, they got punished for it. They got a. It's just worth using it, but basically that's like they're trying to save it. They're trying to get this map control without using it. But honestly, if Fnatic do just decide to do this without the Omen Flash, you're gonna have a rough time, especially with the spam going like this and satcheling out.
He's having a horrible day at the office here, and Fnatic just switching.
Yeah, it was very loose utility from Liquid. I've kind of hated this half from them, if I'm fully honest. The game plan was right at the beginning. Their number advantages have been really bad.
Oh, that's me, good night. He still does it.
I think since this comp change as well, it's been difficult to see what plans.
Yeah, and I think it all falls apart there because I imagine that Soulcast is the person that goes forward and shoots the eye. And so Redguard's committed, the nade's already out, and the eye's here, but it's too late to kind of convert it. It's a nice shot. And this is much better, right? This is the difference when you kind of put the Omen Flash in. Like, there's only people that can beat it from a satchel if you Omen Flash from here. Obviously, if you Omen Flash from inside Secret, they can't beat it even with a satchel. So that's much better from Liquid. Invest in the Omen Flash at the beginning. And once again, we're in a passing advantage. Let's see what they can do.
The same angle once again, but adjustment of utility and the boom bot actually come through. Nice. We'll spot the whereabouts of Fnatic.
The Fallen, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for saying that as well with the tier 1. Appreciate you, dude. 2 months in the Slug Club. Thank you, thank you.
I mean, Natsback's right off the choke point, and it's drawn Yampi as well.
Yeah, they're looking for options.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
3v.
Basically everywhere here, pulling them apart.
2v5.
Across the need to hear it. To land those shots, he knows they're coming his way. Spots another, takes another. Lovely. Now Alpha.
Might actually win one of these.
4 more players.
Okay, nicely done. I mean, that's how some of the other rounds should have been. It should have been that easy from them. Man, insane half from Fnatic.
That's the best of a bad situation for Liquid.
Yeah, insane half from Fnatic. They should be so happy. Liquid.
Yeah, it's some.
Yeah, bad half from them. It's a rough half, man. It's a really rough half. They can do it back to them as well, but it's going to be very hard to do this.
I don't know if it is the comp change and maybe not had enough time to really come up with some diversity in the way that they hold on to.
How'd you counter a no flash comp? I'm telling you, the first, if you watch the first, I think it was either the first 5 or the first 6 rounds. That was how you counter it. They just lost the 2v4, 2v5, and then overfought it. That's all. It's as simple as that. Like they stopped them at the choke points. That was it. It's what you got to do. Stop them at the choke point, and then they have to play late because they're waiting for the Omen smoke to run out. Yeah, how Fnatic have got 8 here is crazy.
Fnatic have looked exceptional on the attack on Lotus, so
they're just individually too good.
Take nothing away from their performance here in the first half.
Their ability to pivot so quickly is just always.
If both of them get a bye in playoffs, what's the point in playing this? So they both have a lot of time for playoffs, and both of these teams haven't won a haven't won a actual trophy for a long time. If you look at, well, let's not include Fnatic because obviously this year, but a lot of these players will want to play for the trophy. There is literally like, what, in a whole year there's probably like 5. If we look at this year, there is only 4 chances to get a trophy this year. You got lock-in, you got this, the split itself, you have Masters, you have Champs. 4 chances to get a trophy, 4 in 1 year. So your last game, you're 1 away from getting a trophy, you're showing everything. Like, you really are.
Play for the retake, get set up, don't
bear in mind as well, yeah, like Ryan's saying, when we won whatever this was like a year ago to get to Reykjavik, we came fast, we got no trophy. Like all the times in EMEA, we've never got trophies for winning. Like, it's literally just like extra prize money and a pat on the back. Like, even when we went to Reykjavik, we didn't even get top 8, so we haven't had trophies. So in terms of the players here, we want trophies, man. We literally want trophies. So it's a big game.
Every other team who's going to that event will also notice it as well. So we'll have to see if that does come in to effect. But when you are in best of fives and the veto is how it's done, which is like ban pick for Fnatic, they do have that huge advantage coming in. They should be able to kind of take this game where they want it. So for Liquid, they knew
What's up, Crippy? How you doing? Yeah, it's going good, man.
They're a little bit tighter.
Pretty sick.
Scoreline could have been much closer.
Okay, let's go into it. In terms of pistols, we have 0-1. Reminder that the fast pistol was a 2v4. It's the last time I say it, I promise. Maybe. Actually, I don't promise. I take it all back. Because if we lose more rounds, I'm going to be talking about it. Stay FB, what's up, dude? Thank you so much. 9 months with the Prime. Thank you, thank you.
Has 2 snake bites here. A little bit of complementary utility as well, but has to respect it. Takes a little bit of chip damage.
Okay, spots on the way.
They get through the choke point relatively easy.
Yet, so keep in mind that there's still threat here. Spam's done. I mean, look at the HP. They're starting to get a little low on this.
Nice timing on that. Can they take down both these?
Takes the space right on back. Takes it away from Chronicle. The trade was there, so the plant doesn't go down yet.
And it's a good plant for the back as well, so they can just hold on to halls if they want to. Wait, they changed the plant, and they want to take Waterfall, and they plant for Waterfall. I'm pretty sure Boaster just tried to Astrosuck on site. I'm not entirely sure.
Painshell, I don't think he thought he was going to come back down that way.
It's a strong double up.
He's trying to get just the edge of the spike here.
He's heard the other, but he's just not going to get a comfortable fight. Oh, good damage. Painshell going to come out, trying to draw that away. 28 HP. This is going to need a lot of work here. Looks to Yampi. Good work on him. He's trying.
Surely not.
You're going to check this, right? You're going to check
Ooh,
this.
honestly, nice try from Boaster. Safe did great, yeah. Safe did really good. Nice try from Boaster. That was actually impressive that he got this one doable.
It's seen on the first half, and Boaster sticks it through. A great read of the situation. Liquid find their fit.
Okay, we get 1-1 in terms of pistols.
It's even alpha here. Perfect time as well for Yampi just to show presence and create that paranoia that there's going to be alert coming through. And 4 on the pistol for safe as well.
Huge. See him activated here nice and early.
Info for info. They all got hit by the eye and they all got hit by the eye. Okay, well that's so much info. That's everyone. They can just take space, right?
Oh, Red Guard's 5 HP.
Of course the turret's getting involved again, man.
Run away.
How are we averaging like 2 in a game?
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy. Allsop. Damn, I haven't heard your name for a while. Allsop, thank you so much. Chat, let's get some boomer slugs in for Allsop. Old schooler. Thank you so much, mate. Welcome him in, chat. Let's get some boomer slugs. Hope you're doing well, mate.
The Dirk was slightly further ahead, but actually this readjust from Leo could be an issue. It is. Oh dear. It's all going a little wonky. Safe the one to try and secure. How much damage can Dirk do here?
If he gets an opportunity to play exits. Red Guard 5 HP.
Yeah, it catches up with you fast, man. Catches up with you fast. Well, happy birthday for them as well, bro.
Yeah, Red Guard's trying to go and get one of those rifles.
Yeah, may want it, but you ain't gonna get it.
Okay, good damage done from Fnatic.
As hell, considering I think that
yeah, you gotta give him that. Good damage done. This is an armor rebuy as well. Not too bad at all. Flux Capacitor, what's up, dude? With the tier 1, 2 months in the Slug Club. Thanks for all your support as well, mate. Appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much, bro.
Encroaching on their ultimates here. Probably ride this
okay,
with a couple of
first big buy rounds. We get the attack Bucky. I mean, it's probably a B then.
There he is.
The attack Bucky. I've been liking this. It's Team Secret started doing this all the time on Haven, and honestly, it makes a lot of sense when you got maps that are a bit like this. I think it's really cool. I like it. A lot of time as well, especially when you look at like Haven or even this map. A lot of time people are free to leave up B for a retake, so you do get the space a lot of the time. So I like it. This might not be a good example of that because we currently have 4 people fighting for it.
They've got 4 players on P and nowhere else to go to.
Andrew Meister. Sorry, yeah, Andrew Meister. What's up, dude? How we doing? Thank you, thank you. 8 months in the Slug Club. Thank you very much, bro. Appreciate the 8 months. With the Prime as well. Thanks for using that on me.
Smokes are there just yet. Safe will be noted. Look at Boaster's position.
This one is it's an okay position. If we look at the minimap right now, this is really good. Big pressure over towards A. The Fnatic kind of gambled once they heard the B. They thought it was going to be a fast B. And now We're actually doing it right. They hear the Odin as well, so they know that they have to push to the back of site.
The Bucky didn't look great, but that's gone quite well. Eventually overwhelmed by
They need to try and do some damage here.
The spike's gone down. Durka slides in.
Yeah, the Bucky didn't look good with that one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh dear.
Damage would be unbelievable. I don't expect a plant, but stuff like that's incredible.
Fnatic, you're giving him an opportunity here, and this man needs no chances given.
Nade to try flush him out is a nice idea.
Did he catch an audio cue from it?
It was a good damage either way. Nicely done from him. It was fine. It was a good bonus, really, if you think about it. We'll take it. Should we keep an eye on Alpha and Chronicle and see if they rebuy armor? They both had 12.
Fnatic lose a lot here. Post at this point. Just,
Mate, man, why does Valorant look so bad when the Odin's out?
I think we'll be able to get rifles back on the board at least. It should be coming
The game looks so... Like, sometimes the game looks really dumb, but when the Odin comes out, it's like, damn. It really looks like a dumb game. It's very hard to defend when you see the Odin just spamming.
Called it. There's that online for Durka, so he's going to be a man to avoid, basically, if you can, this round. On the other side, Soulcast still trying to build towards his 2 off. Wow.
It's a 3-man stack towards C. They're expecting...
I like this from Fnatic though. They know how to play against their own comp, so they go aggro over towards here. The disadvantage that Fnatic have against Liquid's comp is obviously the Astra's. They don't have the one-way here for the whole time, and they can't really repeat their smokes that much because Astra kind of wants to have some presence around everywhere. So I think Liquid doing a default here and a default here and then going late over towards A is great. Like, again, I think Liquid have a good game plan on attack here. I think this is nice. They create the question mark over towards A with just that little bit of util. As unlucky. Yeah, it's just a straight up just aim duel here really between both of them.
Back towards the C hit. And just going to let Safe lead the way. Can they find the player they need?
Alpha managed to get one here as well. Okay, 3v5. Sorry, 3v4. Whoa, they're going to win their own 3v4? Yes, they are.
Safe is securing this one. Leo's gone down.
Chat, everyone look to the right. This is who can't buy next round. 1-9. Massive swing round. Big win. It's a big 3v4.
How's this one end?
At least they're winning their own rounds with the passing disadvantage.
Did you select his weaponry today?
No, you see, he's still running the skins from the other day.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I see he was a fan.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Man of taste.
I just hate seeing him use the Phantom.
It just doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't suit.
Might actually get a chance.
Yeah, this was a huge round.
Liquid, but Redgar's...
He's close. Redgar does do weird things.
MC didn't do circles? Come on.
Like, I know you're here.
He didn't do circles? That's the main bit.
Does he do it? Does he do Durka?
We'll talk to him. We'll talk to him when he comes in chat.
Okay. He's not going to go too far. Yeah,
you want game sound up a bit? I can do it.
7-9. Okay.
I'll do it a little bit. It's not too much.
That early round.
Elio, what's up, dude? Elio, chat. 24 months, 2 years. Let's get a lot of slugs in for Elio. Thank you for that, mate. Thanks for the 2 years.
Drifting default across the map.
There we go. Get them pumped up. It's a big round to win as well. It's worth the bucks. They're warranted bucks.
A bit unfortunate for Fnatic. I mean, Alpha still staring down a C as a showstopper, able to get away with one. Fnatic can't retreat away from this beautiful shot from Redgar.
Alpha
just hoping to get ahead of that reveal.
It's very...
Pinged at the last second.
A very big solo play from Redgar. Puts a smoke. Did he have a smoke originally there? Either way, Omen flashed and then insta swing. I think he had a smoke here, and then he flashed and insta swing. It's really big. Good pressure. We look at the mini map over rotation, so no matter what, it was kind of relatively safe for him to do against an eco. Especially if people are going fast, he's going to get information. So I kind of like this as an anti-eco. And he hides here and gets wrecked. Okay, 4-4. Alarm bot should still be up.
Nice little crunch there. That's another rifle to hand. That suddenly made this buy a little bit more dangerous.
Yeah, they got an upgrade with this. Leo, Durka ult, Boast at
I
all.
like that they've held space towards CT. Just the fact that they've held this space down, I don't know how much Boaster can do from here.
This is very nicely done from Liquid, proactive.
Has to get away from that
Yeah,
spike. He cannot sit
I tell you what, if that molly didn't go in, this might be a different round.
And Liquid holding this really well. This was getting dangerous for a while. That's much better from them.
Their stuff is, the reactions are really good at the moment. Like the mid rounding.
Thank God, because imagine again,
is
it's
good.
Boaster there. I think with just like a guardian.
Not so much on the
so
defense, but now they're on attack. It's been really nice.
Safe towards you, playing back towards the side. It's very well done to them to do that with intent.
Just heartbreaking for Alpha.
So I like this. And then Solgas instantly after doing the I goes joins them over towards A if he needs to prowl her out. It was a good round. It's a nice anti-eco.
So to come into a crucial round now, Liquid already made great progress back into this, almost flawless on the way back through. Only one
it's nice and simple as well. You only use your Omen. You only use your Omen flash reactively with the and like that's what a lot of good defaults are really. Like in a default, you want to try and use your regen util. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it's obviously good because then you just wait like what 30-35 seconds and you get it back. So normally a lot of the time you're trying to. If you can use the util that recharges, so it gives you more options.
Ability to clear a site and secure it in a post plant.
Oh, what do they go for then? This is a lovely little conundrum these teams now have. Probably why the timeout's called, to really run through those options of what they could work with here.
Well, yeah, this basically becomes a must-win for Fnatic because they're tapped out financially behind this.
How does the killjoy look? The thing is, it just adds like
what do they do with
you just feel a lot safer moving around the map. It means you can get like the timings aren't there for the other team, and you can just stick more as a group a lot of the time. So I like it. I'm just the biggest fan. I think killjoy is my main pick on this map. I just think it's so good. Kind of why I was hating on it so much.
And all that to push up Boaster, Durka to this position.
This is the deadly combo though. Chronicle drifting across to help Boaster, and with that Odin, the snake bite can be absolutely deadly.
Whoa, okay, that's actually really big. What's the instant reaction? We have a lot of util here.
He's welcome just a little bit, and he's punished for it.
Yep. Now they're going to respond with a lockdown, but are they prepared? No. Okay, I was looking to see if Boaster was actually going to try and stick around on this, or fully fall away. It looks like
what do we got for the corner?
He's going to have a fight on it. Paint shot's gone in. Does not find what they want, actually. Boaster's been given a chance here. Spam comes in.
The ping's not good.
A little bit of damage, but it's not that much.
Yeah, the ping's not good. The ping's not good, and the nade wasn't good. What's going on here? Dackstar, thank you so much, mate, with the 2 months.
Safe goes. Actually, no, it's Durka to fall.
Thank you, thank you. Is he just going to tank this? Okay, no, he's timing his ult.
Rickard gets the TP cancel, he's back outside, but Alpha punishes.
He's too aware, and the defuse isn't stopping. They need to check this. They already had to check
they
this.
just straight stick it.
Oh, an Alpha.
That was nice. They had a lineup from Nats to util. It was more just well played from Fnatic, really. They just straight up insta-take the site itself. Don't give them much chance. They were pretty much on top of this. They knew what Redgar was trying.
Yeah, this costs an awful lot. I mean,
yeah, I like this as well.
It feels like a must-win, but the big benefit being both of Liquid's execute-oriented ultimates burn up here. Safe 2 away from the showstopper, but
that replay's so good.
The desk slam into the wave.
That's incredible.
The absolute range of emotions. But 8 to 10, it's given them a lifeline.
Durka stacking some orbs after that as well.
The Fnatic have on the defense towards Rubble.
Every round, Durka's there. If you want it, that is. Yes, they go for last round. I think it was like 4 players to try and facilitate it. Sure, but
only one person that can't buy next.
Perfectly comfortable. They don't have to overexpend utility.
I think this is paranoia from the number of times Nats was punished in that position previously. There's a real lack of focus on the side of Liquid. And we're down to a minute now, and I mean, looks like the spawn barrier's just dropped.
Yeah, that does.
Let's get good info. How do they?
And player spotted. Okay, Safe going to take those first couple of steps. Does he close the gap? No. Holds for a second. Fnatic respect it. Sit deeper. They're going to take the long way back around towards site.
I like how they kind of play this. They always break this so that when they get info here and they're definitely 100% out, they don't want to stick around and duel and they can just get out of there.
No, There's not been any massive gains in this.
And then obviously they know that they're never going to be here, and they have a smoke down here, so it's like they're not going to push through.
Alpha spotted, but it's a C-site take.
Oh, actually, sorry, this is the attack smoke.
Yampi's followed through though on this lurk.
Oh, he has Yampi. Oh, he couldn't quite catch Leo. So Yampi has to kind of sit a little deeper now. He knows he's a problem. Nightfall gonna come in. Spam comes out. Soulcast.
Mate, where are my pings on where are my pings on C-site?
Back in. It's Alpha to trade out, but now a 4v3. Leo down low. Alpha and Durka looking for the next steps, but this post plant's ratty. It's nasty to try and break. Layer upon layer, and Nats is the first. Perfect work from Nats. Oh, and a perfect close.
Fnatic are getting punished for not having good pings on C at the moment.
And the approach here is to, I think, commit towards the retake.
And that's just like a
that's
a simple thing. Even if you need to, like the person rotating should be doing it. I'm not saying the person on site should be going around the corner and doing it, because obviously they need to focus on their crosshair. But I think the person rotating can definitely be doing that.
You talk about operators in the retake. The Odin's just as bad.
Yep.
Are they trying to work out how they planted that? It feels like.
The C's catches, but Soulcast able to jump away and actually get down underneath.
It's kind of lucky, if I'm honest, even get away with that. I thought that would be at least denial of the plant, but no. Wow, okay.
Mini pingers? Yeah, kind of. So this is a good round to pause for Mini. It's very soon after his other pause, but in terms of the econ, it's very low.
Doubling down on a bad
scenario. I'm pretty sure if they lose this next round, we're getting to a hefty scoreline.
I'm sure, you know, pages of
what was fast time? It was 8-4. 8-4.
One round left for Liquid to find to tie things up here. Like I said, statistically, you look at the
coaches can see everyone's POVs, so you're going to see there's no ping on the sites. You're going to see what the whole of your team sees, and you're going to see no pings here, like here or here, and be like, damn, surely we're better than that. Like, you got to help each other out.
Only the pit to work with for Fnatic. 3 away from the lockdown though already.
Right, like we said, it really is a big round. Who's taking the hit? Both teams.
Show me what you can do now. Chronicle try and hold this. Yeah, it looks a little different already. Poison's off. That's on the other side of the map, still cautious as ever, feeling maybe haunted from that horrific game not too long ago, and Durka's going to take the space. They're giving him so much to play with if he wants it. He does have the support from Leo as well.
Tavernade.
Paint shell in, sees there, they're in danger. Didn't take as much damage as expected.
Not too bad.
Keep himself standing.
Only Soulcast took a low bit.
But that's early pressure again.
Once again, Liquid holding just outside of this. Look for a combo here with the snake bite and the showstopper potentially, but
they're gone.
Yeah,
long gone. Yeah, Safe can backfill the
again.
Space.
Set reaction.
Maybe send it in blind, but beyond that, you're just gonna walk into the blender. Durka there at the helm of it all. Boaster with a good trade as well, takes out Yampi, so even with Soulcast drawing blood, it really doesn't matter much. Fnatic all too aware now. Regaining a little composure.
Well, that's one way of winning the rounds that was like super important for your econ. What the hell? It's nicely done from Durka. Boaster killed the reactionary in B as well. Demoji, what's up, dude? Demoji, half a year. Thank you for all of that, mate. Thanks for the tier 1. Appreciate you.
There's no vivid picture of how they're holding A site. Durka able to peel away so quickly.
10 seconds left.
Alpha's probably the one you don't want to give a kill to, but
doesn't get away. He doesn't get away. There's no getting away.
Yeah, it's pretty much impossible to win. Nicely done. I mean, Durka again. I also like the protocol over towards A. I think it's cool.
Liquid perspective.
Yeah. Seemingly.
Yeah, apparently not.
Like I said, this is almost unthinkable this late on in the half to now try and roll
what
the
ults
dice
we got here? Liquid are pretty good money.
To retake the space early or even
pretty good money. They're very far away from ults. They have Omen ult if they wanted to do something with that.
Liquid at all.
No.
Damn. That's how Boaster got the kill. Okay. Leo deserves a shout out. He did so much damage to that guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this isn't even a conditioning factor. Like I said, Liquid
so many timeouts. Yeah, it's like what,
so
3 in the space of 5 rounds.
Of not giving away a first blood, and I think maybe that is the element of Nats being
this is the last one,
and time again the other day. But you can't leave it this late with this many buy rounds that have gone through. to now start exploring because it's
so Liquid do an attack timeout. You could see
territory.
Fnatic get aggro on the defense, but it's not the best map for it. Maybe over towards C, that stuff's not too bad. You can get aggro over towards B, but again, you're only really trying to duel. You're not actually trying to get anywhere too much.
We've seen it. How many times has Dirk and Leo just kind of gone on those deeper fact-finding missions? Okay, cool, C's nade, maybe we get something for it, maybe we don't. Okay, if we don't, we still got the showstopper we fancy. Push all the way up, take all that space. You don't want to let these players have their way to that extent.
Extra timeouts? Yeah, they each get one each for overtime.
Maybe the plan, and going in blind to it.
Chronicle is his ult. Dark is close, so they could go aggro if they wanted to. No, okay, so Liquid after the pause want to go fast out over towards A, and we haven't really seen them try and actually hit the A side itself. It's been a lot of creating the question mark and going back. It is the shortest question mark ever drawn. Oh man, that's good info. Okay, Omen ult came in. They did have an idea of it. Over towards spawn. Boaster's going to take a duel in a bit. Here it comes. Smoker v Smoker.
He's gone for a little bit of a look. Oh, the timing!
Wow.
He tried to help out Leo. He tried to help Leo on the side. He was so isolated, but the timing for Redgar was perfect. It was appalling
Leo
for
is
Boaster on the other.
Straight up isolated. I like this smoke for him to lurk and get out over towards B. Redgar's actually lurking really well on this round. Molly goes far enough. Damn, nice combo. Tether as well with the -80. Sick. And the nades, damn, they're really making sure. And then Redgar with the luck as well. This felt like an oiled round. It was sick, man. This is a good round.
That's basically forced them into a save. You know, Durka maybe can do some damage on the way out, lock him in on the site at best. But
it came a lot down to the 1v1 duel at spawn, but since that it was nice.
I guess it depends which way you look at it. Unlucky for Boaster in the timing then. But also, credit to Liquid for seemingly facing their fears and finally taking the site.
Well, I think this is a perfect read as well. Fnatic almost expecting a pace change elsewhere on the map. It's the first time you don't see
kind of wrecks their money.
Durka and Leo really commanding this early space.
That's okay.
I didn't spot that for a second then.
Yeah.
That only happens in NA. Not here.
Damn.
But yeah, it's beautiful from Liquid. Talk about it being unknown territory. They're happy to...
Had to get the NA digs in, didn't he?
Fully committed as well. It's the first time you've seen more than 2 or 3 people.
Look at the timing on it. Yeah, that's crazy timing.
I'm a little heartbroken.
Yeah, that's
but this combo is great.
He's trying to be the good teammate. Help out Leo, who's isolated. Sure, it makes sense, but...
He missed it first time, yeah. He peaked at the beginning, and then Redgar was holding this for a long time as well.
10 to 11 game back on here.
Yeah, it was a really nice round.
Look at the boom to the economy.
Fast over towards just an eye out.
They can afford to play out a couple of scrappy
He get the attack Odin back.
Maybe build back
That's doing a Chronicle cosplay.
I think Fnatic still with the upper hand.
This is the first time that we've seen them get aggro over towards here. Boaster gets the judge out, close towards B.
With set up towards C as well. Looking to bait Liquid into the blender.
Liquid never hits B. It's only been 2 eco rounds they've tried B at the moment, I think. Where does this go?
This is going
that's bacon, man.
A fake to say that, yeah, we're set up outside A.
Yeah, that's nice. It goes here, and it's the late retake out, so you think that he's here. It's decent.
Right. Well.
It just means that you have more numbers to insta-hit C if you want to do it. Trying to replicate the A retake. I mean, it still works as well. Like, you still are retaking it. Still are getting the map control out. It's an early retake as soon as, early rotate as soon as they hear this. Really early rotate from everyone. Fnatic can have so many people now. Alpha goes close though.
This actually slipped through.
He has, but I'm pretty sure Chronicle saw him. The shot's fantastic. The Boaster's made it there in time. Spams away. It's got him too.
Oh man, the judge. Maybe the judge is the next to get nerfed. Honestly.
I thought it was going to be a blender with the util, but it's both
2 chances for Fnatic.
Back behind this push. They find massive value with the judge.
Yeah, Alpha did good as well to literally just hold this the whole time and be like, you can get close. Like, I've been watching this the whole time. You can literally go where I was.
But it's enough here to buy a little bit of time for Boaster to reposition.
And even there, Boaster did so much damage to the extra person that Leo just had to hit 1 body shot.
And it's funny because I actually liked what Liquid
Okay,
tried
two
to show that
chances.
presence over towards the other side of the map.
Beautiful,
kind of, push
Two
and pull.
chances for Fnatic.
I mean, that's what that lineup actually cuts down the rotation time massively.
Speaking of.
Yeah.
Hello.
He's not watching this though.
No,
Oh, you think both are close to her to rotate as well, and that's why they were over-rotated? Yeah, I think you might be right. They rotate from like here, yeah.
Confidence booster for Nats there.
With that orb going up,
It's a
I'm
big
not sure
pick.
why both members of Fnatic there, Leo and Dirk, are committed towards peeking the right side of rubble. Again, almost the victims of their own success or their own freedom early on in this half.
Placing swarm grenade.
Easy to kind of rest on your laurels a little bit when you have
Yeah, a little
been
bit of
tested.
complacency, honestly.
Alpha ult, Boaster ult. That's it. Nat says his ult if he gets over towards site. Raycar's nearly got his
Now
ult
he's in
again.
danger. Caught by tree, counter spam.
That's a lot of spam. That is a lot of spam. There was some counter spam as well. Yampi goes down to 21. There's been some damage done here. And they go all the way back. Raycar's been there the whole time. Feels like he heard some kind of rotate ages ago. And again, this is a huge question mark. The open door as well, I'm pretty sure. I mean, yeah, they had it anyway when they were dueling, so it's a nice call. 24 seconds as well. They're not overcooking it or anything. It's just well timed.
The perfect kind of a little bit of a fake,
Fnatic probably gonna save, and the judge just goes for it. They have 1-9 loss bonus again, so oh, okay. Boaster picks up a gun. Let's think. 1-9, that's a buy. It's these two that can't buy.
If he was going to. I mean, Chronicle's a million miles away from this one. Alright. One and done for Alpha.
Yeah, so it makes sense. They send the person in. They send Durka in, see if he can do anything. He can buy next. These two can't. And it would have been like, if he kills two, then they're probably going for it. If he doesn't, then they're just saving like this.
Have a chat while this round concludes. But yeah, been very impressed actually with Liquid.
Not too bad. Was it Alpha? Sorry.
Back under
Sorry,
control.
Alpha.
So it didn't feel like there was, you know, bigger picture-wise.
Oh yeah, Dirk was the first duel in box.
Now seeing this a couple of times, I'm happy enough with it. Even with the one just prior going wrong to an extent, the fact they're able to do it now.
That's huge. That is actually huge. What does he buy now?
Well,
He has to get back to the judge. Okay, well, that honestly might save him. It's not exactly the worst gun to have.
It's happened in a
Imagine that's actually how they lose this now.
Because it hasn't
What I think of Lotus, I love this map. I think all the three site maps are great.
We keep referencing this
I think they have good depth to them.
Now actually it warrants a response from Fnatic. Not necessarily to address it, but I'm not seeing any change.
A lot of ults. Last round, 2 chances for Fnatic down to their 1 last chance.
This is the way
Nats,
to address it.
yeah, I was going to say Nats does not want to get caught out by this. And you see how far back he's playing, because earlier they used
talk about pressure,
the ult to push right once they had one there. It's a huge kill. Alpha really wants to fall back so he can use ult. It's a perfect outcome. That's a perfect outcome as well.
This is going very well for Fnatic. Winning out the extremities. Big fight for Nats though.
Nats has his ult if he feels confident.
He's got to be careful to not get isolated here, but there's the knockdown as well.
Was trying to bait this one out. Hasn't used his ult yet. Really wants to just save it for the right moment. Whoa, that was a slow duel. That was weird.
Soulcast got caught, but sells them a tail, sells them a picture. They're trying to quickly pivot. Nightfall comes in, almost herding them away from that B site.
Oh, that hits them both. Love this.
Redgar has to just chill for a second. He hasn't got much HP to play with, so give it a moment. And the cross is being watched. Alpha's been here. Divide. Gonna go up. That's Redgar going down. And it's all on Nats. He's got his pit and he's got 25 seconds. Oh dear, there's a showstopper coming in.
Oh my god.
Shorty v showstopper.
Okay, nice try from Nats. It was a good attempt. Okay, nicely done from Fnatic. It was a close one. It's one of those ones where everyone can kind of look back at it and feel like they could have won some rounds.
Yeah, I think as well you can never really count.
I think